A video that was going to take forever to upload to my YouTube channel. I'm just going to do it here so y'all know. So first race, we qualified 28th, finished 16th. We had the fastest time. Spoiler alert, Riley Herbst gets the dub. He's now locked into the postseason. So we're on to the Strat 200 at Las Vegas. Now, as you see, I did ran the full race at Daytona. So we're gonna continue with the full races. Now, the only thing I'm gonna tell you is this: when we get to race 6 for the Pocono Organics 150, there's gonna be a few changes. So the tire wear will still be on, but the only thing that will be changed for you people to know, because everybody else will know once I start driving. Uh, all my viewers, you will know that there will be no damage on when we go to Pocono. For some reason, every time I race here, I have a problem running at this track. So, that's basically what you're seeing there. As we move along, the Kansas races. Uh, race 9 will be the original race, the Digital Ally 250. This race, however, will be the real name of the race that they ran there last year. Both races were not called the Digital Ally 250. It worked when I did Natalie Decker, but with this one being said, I don't know if it's going to take the cake. So, like I said, I would rather take the cake and eat the cake, or however you want to say that phrase. So, when we get here, the first race will be the Digital Ally race. So when we get to the second race, it will be the title that they ran with, that they gave these guys in real life 2 years ago for the revised schedule at Kansas. Now, the Daytona race, we did race this race, but I want to let you guys know, this was supposed to be the road course race in real life. So when I do this race, it will be the real title to the race that happened in real life. But I will also put in the title of this race that it was supposed to be the road course race. So you guys know that that is what it's going to be. Only difference is we're just going to race the super speedway. We're not going to race the road course. So be on the lookout for that. Now, WWT. This race was actually the Car Show 200. And this is going to be another race where the damage is going to be off. And there is going to be another thing that's going to change when we get here. The Vegas race. Remember, they raced Vegas 3 times in real life in the revised schedule. So this will be the real World of Westgate 200 race. Dega, for the last race before the postseason. This will be the Sugarland Shine 250. When we get to WWT again, I found a website that could give me the real name of the title of the revised schedule for here. So the WWT race will be the real live WWT title that was here. Now, for some reason, I don't know why NASCAR Heat 5 and 704 games did this. Correct me if I'm all wrong here, but I do believe that they ran at Darlington in the playoffs a few years ago. I'm not really quite sure, but I thought that they did. But if they didn't, it's what it is. What it is. So basically, there's that. Now, as we move along, the only time damage will be on for road courses is the Canadian Tire. So the Bristol race, damage will once again be off. So here's the third Vegas race, and this is the race for the round of 10 or the round of 8 or whatever it is in the trucks. So this is the race where I got stuck on this the last time we ran with Haley Deegan. So with this race, that will not be the title that I choose for this event. It will be a whole new title, but it will still be the 200 in the title. It will just not be the World of Westgate. It will not be World of Westgate 200. Same thing here. So there will be another name for this event as well. The Martinsville race, that's not the real title to the Martinsville race. But The Martinsville race is fine, having that be the Texas Roadhouse 200. Now, here's the deal. Damage will be off at Martinsville. I do not know if I'm going to race that 200 lap event at Martinsville because it's probably going to take a long time to finish that if we ran 200 laps at Martinsville. I will decide when we get to Martinsville. So, damage will also be off for the championship 4. Now, the goal is to try to get Haley Deegan into the playoffs and try to win the championship. If I don't, it was entertaining, it was fun, and I might go back and try it again at another time. Excuse me. So, with that being said, that's that. Now, this for Dale Jr. I can't do the revised schedule for you guys, folks, for the Xfinity Series, and the reason why is that second Kentucky race. Every time I've done it, it's kind of a mix-up. So, as you see, these are actually the real names of the races that you're going to see for the full season for the Xfinity. Now, when we race Dale Jr. series for the road to 3 or quest for 3 or whatever I do, for his title, Dale Jr.'s, we will not race that 300 laps at Bristol. I'm not going to run 300 laps at Bristol. So that's out. But the damage will once again be off at Bristol. So, and it will be off at Phoenix for the LS Tractor 200. Now, for the other races where it will be off at is at Mid Ohio. It will be off for both the Iowa races. It will be off at Pocono. It will also be off at New Hampshire. It will be off at Road of America and Watkins Glen. And it will be off at Richmond. And it will also, of course, be off at the Charlotte Roval and at the Martinsville race. And at the Phoenix for the Championship 4 race. So, that is basically that for where the damage will be off for those races. Same thing with the Jimmy Johnson series for the Chase for 8. Jimmy Johnson's, the damage will be off at Phoenix. It will be off at Bristol. It will be also off at Martinsville. It will also be off at the both Pocono races. And it will be off at New Hampshire. The damage will also be off at Richmond, Bristol again, the Charlotte Roval, and it will be off at the Martinsville race and the Championship 4 race. So that is basically where the damage is going to be off. Now, you got to remember, the titles for these are a little screwed up. So I got to get back online, hop online, and find out what the titles are for these races that they ran back-to-back at for the Charlotte races and the Darlington races first. Because I know that the Southern 500 was the Ronda 16 race. So with that being said, that would be it. Now, here's the mix-up for this one as well. I will do full races here, and also here I will put into the title of this race the real name of that race, and I will also put in the title of the description road course event. So everybody knows that race 23 was supposed to be the road course race. It's just, once again, it's not on here. So don't be mad at me. If you want to be mad at anybody, be mad at the game because the game did not put it on here for you guys. So the next thing. This one is going to be probably the Dover 400. Alright. Then the second race, race 25, will be the Dryden 400. Then from there, then we'll do then we'll go on and continue with the names that, that gave us. The only thing I kind of really wish that they did for, these races was, instead of keeping the names to where they're at, I kind of wish that they changed them so everybody knows. So, like I said, and I kind of wish that they added the All-Star race in. But then also at the same time, I am not going to run 500 laps at Martinsville or Bristol. I did this years ago, folks, and I would run these long races, these 500 lap races, but as you know, they don't have a save, to save where you want it, where you could leave off, where you could get back on the game way back on NASCAR 08 and 09, where they had that save mode where you could save the game and then come back later on and finish where you left off. I really wish that they did that, but they don't. So, with that being said, it's probably going to be maybe 25% so I can get it over and done with. And I feel bad because I'm not going to do the full 500 laps, but again, that's a lot of laps and that's going to kill my fingers. So, that's basically what you're going to see. Um, and if this is another thing I'm going to let y'all know, that if I pause the game, do not worry. It's just me taking a break, trying to get my fingers to get back into shape. My hands sweat a lot when I'm doing racing games, especially when I'm racing and I'm getting to the point where I'm either going to try to win the race or something's bound to happen to me or whatever. So if I pause the game, it's either me taking a bathroom break or whatever. So don't be alarmed. But like I said, these all should be really fun. The goal is to try to get these Haley Junior, Haley Deegan a championship, Junior his third title in Xfinity, get Jimmy his eighth championship, and then after we do that, I got a couple of more truck drivers I want to do, and it'll be still the revised schedule. Xfinity will be done after that. I kind of will do a. I'm thinking about doing an Austin Cindric series, but that would have to be the full season. And then there is a couple of more drivers that I want to do. There's a big Chase Elliott series that I really want to do. I want to try to win him a Truck Series championship and a Cup Series championship all at the same time. So that one is going to be interesting as well. But also, there's that hit and miss with Austin Dillon. I kind of want to do one with Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon. So, like I said, if you see a driver that you're not seeing on the game, I wouldn't really fully worry about it because it's the game itself. And for some reason, it always seems like it's the trucks that there's a driver that's always missing. So on the trucks, when you watch the NextEra Energy 250 race, folks, that you're gonna not see Jennifer Jo Cobb. You'll see every other driver except for Jennifer Jo Cobb. And I'm sure it will do the same thing for the Xfinity series, and it will probably, I'm assuming, do the same thing in the Cup series. So, like I said, guys, it, it's not me. It's probably not my internet connection. It's most likely the game because everybody bitched because this game got rushed out really quickly. So, like I said, as long as we can get through these series without any issues, we should be fine. So, like I said, guys, this is the only time you'll be hearing me commentate. You will not hear me commentate when we start racing. I would rather have my spotter, who happens to be Tony Stewart, be my spotter. Do all that for me. So all I need to do is race and 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 make it kind of entertaining for you guys. My Formula One viewers, I hope that y'all are going to check out the Lewis Hamilton series. That series, I'm really hoping it turns out to be, a nail biter, halfway through, because the first two races were like, very, very not even close. I did bump up the rating, but I don't race, on hard because Formula One is part time for me still, so I gotta get the hang of, the rules are basically off for me, so I gotta get the hang of, racing, road course races and get used to trying to compete with drivers that I've never competed before in my life until I got my PlayStation 4. So be patient with me on that. The Quest for 8 for Lewis Hamilton is still on. The race 3 will probably be, if it's not tonight, it'll be tomorrow. So like I said, I'm going to do one race at a time, one series at a time. So when Haley Deegan's gets done, we'll move to Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s. When Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s gets done, then we'll do Jimmy Johnson's. When I get done with Lewis Hamilton, we'll redo Max Verstappen, and his will not be the real full World Championship schedule either. It'll be a custom 24 schedule. And as for my viewers that did watch the Max Verstappen series the first time, just to let y'all know, if you think that you're going to see Monaco, Singapore, Japan, Shanghai, or uh, those four tracks, I believe there's another one too. If you're planning on seeing those races, you might as well hang on to your controller because this is the only time I'm going to say it. They will not be scheduled into any of the Formula One drivers that I use. Monaco, I cannot stand. I've never been a big fan of Monaco since I started playing Formula One. And Singapore is a pain. Shanghai, it's all right, but it just seems like I just lose interest on that at that track. And the Japan race is the same way. So the Japanese Grand Prix and the Chinese Grand Prix and Monaco's Grand Prix and the Singapore Grand Prix, those four races there, you're never going to see on my schedule. So if, like I said, if you think you guys are going to see it, you got a long wait ahead of you. You might as well wait in line and hope that it happens later on down the road. But right now, you will not see it whatsoever. So, like I said, be patient with me. For my sports fans, you already know, I already posted that video up early this morning. So, like I said, until I know that I see the views going up for my hockey and my Madden series, then I'll live stream the Madden series again and the hockey series again. So there's those, they'll hit and misses. MLB The Show will not get live streamed because I don't think you guys want to watch blowouts. So, and as for basketball, the last time I live streamed it, I tried to get the commentary to go, but it just seems like I don't know if it's the game or what it is. So, I don't know if I'm going to bring back 2K. So, like I said, this is what, right now, this is all you're going to see. The Super Bowl Rewind is coming almost to an end. We got 24 through 1 coming up. And that will probably be also most likely either Sunday or that will be on a Monday night. So, I'm going to try to get everything done for that so I can focus on this. So my viewers could be a little happy here and there. Uh, that's it, guys. Like I said, I'm your boy Spooky Gamer 1993. Sorry that I'm not really fully excited. I'm just getting over COVID. I had COVID for a while, so like I said, I'm just getting over being sick with COVID. So like I said, I'm your boy Spooky Gamer 1993, aka Justin Ledgerwood. Uh, Wherever you are in the world, I hope you all have a wonderful and safe Friday evening, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace, love, I'm out of here.